EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower in the fabulous European capital of Paris, France. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Blues of Paris.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down.
Back to throw. Wakefield. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
From the gun on third down, Wakefield
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A carry for Greer. A good move. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon.
Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 13. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Going to give to Greer here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Wakefield. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. This is Greer, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Wakefield, wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Throw left side complete. That's Greer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wakefield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That is caught. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Spinning away. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wakefield. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down, Wakefield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now this throw caught left side. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Paris offense out to have another go at it. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Wakefield. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Operating from the gun, Wakefield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
This will be caught at about the 5. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckner. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll run on 1st down. Buckner. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Buckner.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Blues get a bit closer. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now for the point after. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. On first down, Greer, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Wakefield. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on first down, Wakefield. And his throw here is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Back to throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And that is no good. A hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and the lead will hold at 13.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Off play action. Wakefield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The throw over the middle taken in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, Wakefield firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Wakefield.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Back to throw. Wakefield. Over the middle, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 9 now. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On first down, Wakefield. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mills.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll throw now on the final play. He finds his man, complete. That's Manning. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Elks who are out in front. The Elks looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. The Thunderbirds trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Jaguars trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Good yardage yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Looking to throw. Wakefield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake. Wakefield.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they weren't. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Greer.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a give right side. Greer. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Greer. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Wakefield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Wakefield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well.
9 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
Up the middle they go. It's Greer, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Wakefield. He finds his man. Complete. It's Mills. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a give right side. Greer.
He's got it to the 43 here.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
To throw on second down, Wakefield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On now is the Titans punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buckner. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. They run the counter. Buckner. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 43. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Wakefield. He finds his man. Complete. It's Mills. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Down to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Greer. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Throwing to start the drive. Dempsey. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Dempsey. Over the middle, complete. It's Manning.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown! A big play there.
70 yards. And the Blues are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Greer.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Up the middle they go. It's Greer. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Greer, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Greer, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Wakefield.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this one is right down Broadway, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On 2nd down now, it's Greer. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Off play action, Wakefield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Throwing on 1st down, Dempsey. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Dempsey. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Manning. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back to throw again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Off the play fake. Dempsey. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Blues have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Titans, they run their